Hi, today we are going to learn how to aggregate posts from many sites and display them in a list that links to the original content on those sites. CM Curated RSS Aggregator displays lists of links gathered from RSS feeds. Feeds are assigned to categories that are organized into lists. Each category can have a single or multiple feeds assigned to it. Before creating lists of links gathered from RSS feeds, you can configure the plugin according to your needs. Appearance of the RSS feed, pagination, columns, what elements should be displayed, and many more options. First step is to create a list. Lists will be displayed on your website. They can contain multiple categories and, as such, many feeds. Navigate to Curated RSS Aggregator Pro, Lists. Here on the left part of the screen you can see the form that needs to be filled. Fill the fields name and description. You can leave the field slug empty as it can be generated automatically from the name. Then click the Add New List button. When the list is created, you can see it in a table on the right part of the screen. Now you need to create a category and connect it to the related lists. Navigate to Curated RSS Aggregator Pro, Categories. Here on the left part of the screen you can see the form for creating a category. Name. The name is how it appears on your site. Slug. This is a URL-friendly version of the name. It is usually all lowercase and contains only letters, numbers and hyphens. Parent category. Choose if the category should have a parent. Description. Write a category description. Feed URLs. Field for feed URL. You can add multiple feeds, each on a new line. Make sure each feed URL has an HTTP or HTTPS part in the beginning. Feed name, used to display source of RSS links. Match keywords. Keywords determine if the feed item would be added to the category. If one of the keywords in the list is found in the URL description or title, it will be added to the list. If you add more than one keyword, they should be separated by comma. Exclusion keywords. Exclusion keywords have a higher priority than match keywords. If one of the keywords in the list is found in the URL description or title, it will not be added to the list. If you add more than one keyword, they should be separated by comma. Feed processing interval. The interval determines how often feed is being processed. Notice that this may have an impact on your WordPress site performance. Items per URL. Number of items fetched from each URL. 0 means no limit, all items available. Feed entries presentation duration. Feed entries older than the selected period of time will be deleted. Always refresh links before fetching. After checking this, the links will be refreshed before fetching, so only the items in the feed will be displayed. You can also manually force refreshing the links with two methods. First method. While editing the category, you can check refresh all RSS links and then don't forget to click the update button. Second method. In this list of created categories, hover on the item you need and click on refresh all RSS links. Lists. Attach feed to lists. You can add it to any number of created lists. Favicons before links. Favicon is a small icon associated to a site. Default image. Optionally, add a thumbnail image by default when feed item has no image. This option requires setting. The default image will only be shown if the option Show Big Image is enabled. It can be found in the Plugin Options tab in Options. Color. Choose a color for the feed background using a color picker or by inputting the HTML value. You can set different colors for different categories to visually apart different types of news. User agent. Used to fetch RSS feed. Avoid entries with exact same title. Feed items with exact same titles as already imported will be skipped. Columns number. Columns number to show a category on the front-end single category view. Add format XML to the end of the feed URL. Enable this if you use feed burner feeds to ensure compatibility. Prevent feed caching on feed server. Enable this in rare cases when the feed is cached on the feed server for some reason. When that is the case, the feed might result in the same result for days. Advanced subtitle customization allows you to choose the XML namespaces and define its tag. Fix thumbnails relative path. Fix for RSS feeds with resources that use relative paths. This option will transform these relative paths to absolute. You can see an example on the screen. Preserve line breaks in description field. This option preserves line breaks in the description field. Then click on the Add New Category button. All created categories appear in the table on the right side of the screen. Here you can edit, delete or refresh all RSS links for each category by hovering on needed item. Have a note that WordPress may take a few minutes to load new feeds for the first time. You can force it to process feeds manually if needed. The admin can add specific tags to RSS links and let users search for articles they are interested in. To add a tag to RSS link, navigate to Curated RSS Aggregator Pro, Tags. On the left part of the screen you need to fill the data about tag. Name. The name is how it appears on your site. Slug. You can leave it empty and it will be generated automatically. Color. Choose the color of a tag. Match keywords. Add match keywords and the tag will be automatically added to feed items. You can see all created tags on the right part of the screen where you can edit or delete them. You can create a tag new and configure that every link would automatically have that tag for definite period of time and the tag would disappear when that time passes. To do this, navigate to Curated RSS Aggregator Pro, Options. Choose that tag and choose the duration. To manage fetched RSS feed, navigate to Curated RSS Aggregator Pro, RSS Links. There you can see a table with all fetched links that you can filter by categories. You can also edit or delete each item by hovering on it. While editing, you can add tags to this item or hide the link. To display the fetched RSS on the front end, paste the shortcode that you can see on the screen to your post or page. This shortcode will display all lists and categories that we've created. You can further specify what content to show from the list. This is done by using the following parameters: list, category, and tag. Note that in every case the slug is used, and not the name of the list, category or tag. You can use many parameters at the same time, as they work like filters. Now let's see the result on the front end. Following instructions found in the plugin and guides, you should be able to aggregate posts from many sites and display them on your site in a list that links to the original content on those sites. Thanks for watching the video.